Welcome everybody to another episode of Scaranoia, and today I am so excited. It is not only myself, Hugz, Chris, and Jared, but we have a very special guest, one of my very best friends, Ian, in the house. Ian, welcome to Scaranoia. We don't often have guests here, but we're just out here in the world living.
Ian
We're
always
doing
says
things.
if it's him, we have to tell him.
Yeah.
And we told him.
Yeah, today we'll pause it and tell him that it is him.
Yes, thank you, Jared, for reminding me that Big Gamble has, made sure to pause the festivities. So Ian, have you ever even seen this show? Do you even know what we talk about on the show? Because I don't.
I've
know.
definitely seen some episodes.
Okay, good. So we really, and I'm being as transparent as possible. I have no idea what the hell we're going to talk about on the show, but you know what? We're putting out an episode this week, and I don't give a damn. Okay, Ian was here, and I'm excited just to have him here. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk conspiracies. We're gonna talk maybe some paranormal, whatever. Shout out to Paranorman. It's a movie, isn't it? It's like a kids movie or something.
Yeah.
I think it's a Tim Burton movie too.
Ian, have you ever been haunted by a ghost or memories from your past?
Haunted by memories of my past, probably every day. A ghost specifically, a single ghost. I don't know. I've
they
seen
could be
some
married.
weird stuff. Yeah, they were very married, if you know what I mean.
Oh, hello there. Hi now. Were you an upside down pineapple haunting? Is that what this was? You had like
That's
a
what it
swingers haunting?
It's an upside down pineapple with some sunglasses on.
I never knew that was a symbol, that, or like, what is it, flamingos or something? Like, apparently, where I work, because it's in an apartment and two apartments over, they have flamingos sitting outside of their apartment, and one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, so there's some swingers down there," and I'm like, "What?" And that's what he told me about that and the upside down pineapple.
I knew the upside down pineapple. I didn't know the flamingo. I like flamingos. I just need to make sure not to have that now. Ever.
Just don't put them outside of your door.
I don't
man.
really like
You're-
flamingos, man.
Just personally, like interpersonally,
Yeah,
like you've just had rough goes with flamingos.
I've had a couple times I've beefed with some flamingos, man.
Okay, true story. Because I don't care. We're throwing everything out the window here. Okay, so I went to go. Do you guys ever have like Mongolian barbecue? I don't know if that exists anywhere else, but it's like you go to the place, you pick your different like foods, like your meat,
Yeah.
your noodles, and then they make it on like a stone, like a big stone grill thing, right?
It's so good.
Yeah. So we had this place
They
called
walk around
BD's
large
Mongolian Grill.
sticks.
And I went there, and it was cool. And I went with some friends. We went on this river walk. But anyway, I beefed with a goose. All right. The only reason I brought Mongolian barbecue is because I love that place, and that's where I was going. But anyway, we were walking along the river walk, and there was a bunch of geese out there, and I like at the goose, like at the goose, right? And because I'm an adult, and he took that personally. And he chased me, going like doing like the whole like goose
He tripled
thing.
down. He's like, "Oh,
Bro, he stood and flew on business. Like he he ran on business. So,
For
yeah.
real. They will get
Flamingos, I don't know, but geese, they're about that.
Don't
life.
mess with geese. Yeah, I'm on Jared's side if that's the case.
I feel like ostriches are like mutated by the government because those are just insane creatures that I would never want to meet anywhere."
Canonically, historically, Australia lost a war to emus. That is an actual fact.
Really? Imagine being Australian.
Bro, Australia, I feel like, is the coolest place to be from.
No, it's not.
Like,
Have you
if
seen
you
the
talk about-
bugs and
Hold
spiders?
on. That's what I'm saying. Because you hear about them people, they're like, oh, like whenever I tell people, because I'm from the south suburbs of Chicago, people be like, oh, whatever, like that area is like whatever. Being from Australia is like being from the hood of the world. Okay, like you have the scariest stuff that you live through. You can't go to the bathroom without a 47-inch like python coming. You got like Hulk Hogan's arm coming out of your toilet like to come visit
You
you.
had to fight kangaroos to get your mail and stuff in Australia, I've heard.
Bro, do you know how big kangaroos are? I never realized
Dude.
this.
Our special guest today, Ian Fox, wants me to get a kangaroo because it's legal to get a kangaroo in West Virginia.
I did not know that. But like,
Is it
I
illegal
see
in every other state?
Most states.
a
I
lot
don't
of
know
exotic
that
pets
much.
are illegal to get. Yeah, a lot
I'm just
of.
saying,
not
on a
West
day-to-day
Virginia.
basis, Jared is in the vicinity of way more kangaroos than he's aware of. I guarantee that.
Could be. Never seen one.
Anyway,
No, it's
so on
true.
TikTok, I don't know how I got on Kangaroo Talk, but like, I've just randomly come across these videos. Yes, my FYP does have a lot of cute animal videos, okay? But kangaroos, I thought were cute until I realized they're horrifying. Because some of them, like, they stand up on their hind legs, they're like 11 feet tall, which also polar bears are like 11 feet tall when they stand on their hind legs. That's insanity.
Did you know that a polar bear's skin is black and its fur is not white? It's clear.
It's translucent, yeah.
Yeah, no.
that's the word.
Be a dope Pokemon fight.
Is Trump out here banning translucent now too? That's like Jared's like no.
Moving on. So, kangaroos are horrifying though because they also have giant claws.
Yeah, I know, bro.
But I saw this video
I thought
of
it was like
like
hoofs.
these people. No, they have like hooked like claws, like it's insane. But I saw this video of this family and like because they're like deer in Australia, they're just chilling, right? But this family, they're like outside having like a I don't know a picnic or some shit, whatever they call it in Australia. Throwing another shrimp on the barbie, and here comes like a kangaroo through their backyard, and he's just like, "Oh, crikey, it's a kangaroo," you know, like whatever they say. And but the kangaroo comes through, and it like stood up, and it was like Andre the Giant. Like this thing was like frighteningly huge. All right, thank you for contributing to.
I would run. I'm just saying,
so
like,
what animal?
I wouldn't
okay,
know what
okay.
to process. I would
All right.
run. Like,
Yeah,
Here's something
that
to
sounds
process.
terrifying.
What animals are you afraid of?
Rats.
Start with Chris. I knew that about you, Jared.
I mean, like snakes are my number one. I have a slight fear of birds.
They're not real.
Okay, I
Ostriches
want to
for
go
sure.
deeper into this. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
1. Snakes. Define any snake.
Any and all.
So like
Doesn't
even
matter
like a
how
little
big.
tiny corn snake, like a little.
Yep. I don't like worms for the most part because they're long
They're
leg
like
snakes.
baby snakes.
Yeah.
They look
They
like
just
little
do
baby,
nothing.
tiny snakes.
They do nothing. They have 2 heads, no butt.
Okay.
How about trouser snakes? I'm scared of those. Brown snakes in the toilet. You scared of those?
How many more do you have,
You make
Jared?
those
You have to
hot
have more.
snakes.
I
Those are
got
hot
2.
snakes.
Hot snakes. 2. Those get
Okay.
a pass. Okay.
So anyway, we're skipping past that. And now when we go, what else did you say? You said birds. So again, any
Birds.
bird?
Not. Just.
Like if somebody flips you the bird, are you scared? Are you okay? Is there a bird in the room with you right now? Is Sesame Street on the television and you see Big Bird?
Hold on. I gotta get
Okay.
my.
Ian, who are you afraid of? What animals are you afraid of? People?
It might be crispy right now.
Are you
I might be
okay?
afraid for him. If you want a real answer, the one that I was
Yes.
thinking of for real, anything that's from like deep underwater, like I'm all set.
Like lanternfish and stuff? You ever see those? The
Sure,
ones
yeah.
that have like
Anything
the little
that's
like
yeah, whatever looks normal down there, not up here, and it can stay
eels
down
are
there.
scary.
Yep.
I'm not scared of eels, but like I recognize that they are scary.
Stingrays.
Dude, they'll fucking zap you.
Stingrays are on site.
Yeah, what they did to my boy Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin forever.
Sorry.
Stingrays on site, bro. You okay?
So what happened was, as I
Are you
was
afraid of getting
starting to
flipped
talk,
the bird?
No, as I was starting to talk, my dad walked by.
Oh, that.
He farted.
I heard that. I heard it. I thought it was you. Crispy.
So you got a drive-by. That's what you got. You got
Oh,
crop
no.
dusted. So we're over here talking about chemtrails, and you're the one that got crop dusted, okay? Like, that's what happened.
I'm just like, I tell everybody I'm filming, and he just stops right there. Just.
I would like to point out that scientifically, canonically, historically, however you want to say it, I fart the most out of everyone, and I've never farted on the podcast. That's all I'm saying.
Jared has.
That's a
soon as this
conspiracy
turns
that I
off-
did.
As soon as this turns off, I'll shoot the mic across, just like blow a fart, and the microphone just flies across the room.
Okay.
But no, the scariest animal is
I just-
rats. Like it is. Rats,
So-
mice.
I want to get into birds again though, real quick, because that's actually one of mine too. I want to know: is it any bird?
It's like most birds, like if they're little baby birds, like okay, like chickens, like baby chicks don't care. But like the moment you get to a certain like
But adult chickens aren't? Like you're scared of adult chickens?
the way they run and their little claws that they have, like chickens fucking chase you, okay? Like I have been
Just
chased
switch your
by a chicken.
musicals.
My lisp is lisping so hard right now, but chased by a chicken.
Chased by a chicken.
Well,
Anyways, yes, at the moment that they become an adult bird, yeah, keep them away from me.
Thank you, Ian. Because I
What-
said
what-
that earlier. I said, "Are you afraid of getting Flip the bird?" You just had two birds right there, man. You might as well have said caw. Okay, so I used to have an irrational fear of birds, so I purchased a parakeet. Okay, because I forced myself to then like, take care of it,
Overcome
feed
your
it.
fear.
I teach it little tricks and stuff. It is now dead, and I'm alive, and I don't fear birds. That makes it sound like we had a gulag, and I survived, but that is not what happened. Sadly, it passed away. But like, there are some birds that creep me out. Like, have you ever seen like what an owl looks like without its feathers
Yeah.
and stuff? Like, that's creepy as shit.
Yeah, like. Have
But
you ever
owls
seen
are
just an
cool.
owl with his feathers, man? No, like
Owls look cool. Owls are.
they
dope.
look cool, but they're look into their eyes, bro, and I like see death.
They also vomit like little like sarcophaguses. Like that's weird. Like they vomit like the little pellets that have like all the bones and stuff, but it like makes like a little like the only word I could think of is like sarcophagus. Like it makes like
No
a
wonder,
little
like my
Sounds like a
ex-girlfriend used to
cocoon.
tell me that like if there were owls around, it signified that there was going to be a death close to you.
I don't know, and then crows and stuff too. You know what's crazy? Have you ever seen a raven?
Yeah, I used to.
Like
Like-
a real life, like up close, because they're huge. I'm not talking like Scott Levy. I'm not talking like
was like,
I'm
I
not
was
talking
watching an
ECW.
episode
No, I've never seen one in person.
Yeah.
Like ever in my entire
They're
life.
huge. They're like a crow, but like 4 times the size.
Like a falcon
They're
and a crow
giant.
had a baby.
I saw so I went to I think it was when I went to the Grand Canyon, and it was huge. It flew by, and like they also sound scary. If you ever hear like a raven, like they sound like if a crow got really old and like was haunted by the spirit of a wizard. Like that's what ravens sound like.
that's pretty good actually.
Damn.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they sound like? Like
Yeah,
it kind of
it's creepy as fuck. They repeat words and shit though.
yeah.
Like they get a little vocabulary.
Ravens
That's,
do?
that's some Game of Thrones. Yeah. That's why in Game of Thrones they use them for like back and forth. I mean, mostly
Oh.
for notes, but they say some shit. Yeah.
Also, Crispy, how do you not like owls? Hedwig.
He died.
Spoiler alert, I've never seen it.
Whoa.
So are you scared of everyone that dies? Okay, fair enough.
Yo, if they
No,
can
look, okay.
teleport anywhere at any time in Harry Potter, why are they using owls?
Hedwig was hard. Like that's a tough one, okay? Because
Hedwig was difficult.
like that's look, okay.
We're
If
gonna
they're
get
on
to you
TV
eventually,
if they're on
Jared, because I do
TV
want to talk about that. We'll get to you.
If they're on TV, it's fine. but like in person, keep them away.
How about on a
Like,
plane?
Snakes on a plane. Those are.
Yeah, there could be
Pretty
some
wild.
snakes
I
on
will
a
say that.
plane here soon.
We're gonna get to planes here very shortly, though.
I'm
We're gonna get to
excited.
planes here very, very shortly. Okay. We are gonna come around and get to you though, Jared, because I know your irrational fear, of course, is rats, mice, whatever.
Yeah, rice.
And that's what I was gonna ask. Is it any?
rice.
Yeah.
Like, is it any like little
White
lab
rice.
mice? Like, is it any
Any
form
rats, mice, they carry
Of... What
diseases.
about
Hamsters.
squirrels?
No,
Cherry rice.
no,
What about chipmunks?
no. Just
So
rats,
it's just mice.
mice, and rats. Yeah, that's like my biggest
What
fear
about like a
ever.
gerbil,
No,
guinea pig?
no,
Hamster.
no.
Chinchilla.
I'd be more afraid of a hamster than a mouse. Those
Also,
little things. Have you ever had a hamster?
no, I wasn't allowed to. By the time I didn't play nice with animals back in my
Bro, I
day.
would like to say we started talking about mice and the cat made an appearance. That's all I would like to say.
But he's standing on business.
The cat just creeped up. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Another one is
Santa
big
Rosa.
dogs that I'm scared of.
Like Roman Reigns.
There's my Roman salute. Shout out to Ian for making that joke.
No, just like big dogs are scary, man. Like honestly.
Like Marmaduke?
So, like, at what point does it become scary? Like, are you talking like Great Danes, like tall, or like muscular,
Like
pit bulls?
muscle dogs. Like, like a German Shepherd.
Muscle
Doberman.
dogs.
Dobermans can be terrifying.
Like-
That's legit.
What are you doing if a German Shepherd's just running at you full force? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, what are you doing?
So I'd never really seen German
Dead.
Shepherds like that
Play dead.
often, and somebody had one the other day. They brought it in, and it was like ginormous. I didn't realize how big they
They
get.
do.
But like Great Danes, they come up to like 4+ feet tall, and that's just not even like on their hind legs or whatever. Like they're huge in themselves.
I've
But
never
have you ever
seen a
seen
Great
like a
Dane.
Mastiff? Mastiffs are,
I've seen like them on
Dude, they're like a
movies, but never in
cryptid.
person.
yeah, Mastiffs are like a cryptid dog. Like I guarantee you, there's something based on what a Mastiff is. Like, because it's not only large, but it's also like physically large. It's not like tall. It's very big too. It's like beefy.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Okay, so I'm not scared of any dogs, but like if I was in the wild and a dog was chasing me, then I would be frightened. But I've never just been like walking around and being like, oh, I'm scared of that dog. Normally I'm like, can I pet that dog? I'm like that. Good.
The ones that freak me out are like the Rottweilers that have the clipped tails. Like, I'm not afraid of them, but those dogs, like, when you get the
Bro,
owners.
hold on. You just said that like a little kid that's like, I'm not afraid of him, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way you said it, I'm not afraid of him, but like,
Hey, man, I'm just.
you said it like someone who's very much afraid.
Look, I've seen too many videos of those dogs just going crazy. But I blame the owners, not the animals.
Michael Vick.
Yes.
Damn.
Shout out.
Hey, now Vic served his
Shut
time.
up.
All right.
Did he serve time on that?
Yeah, I believe
I
so.
know it was like a big.
I was
court
quoting
case. I didn't
Daryl
know
from
that he
The
served
Office.
He
time.
went back
Oh,
into
okay.
the league.
Right, he did, huh?
So here's another question. So we're talking animals. What is something irrational you're scared of? Do you have like an irrational fear, like something that just creeps you out that probably shouldn't?
I don't want to eat bugs.
Like,
You don't, or you do?
No, I don't. I don't want
That's what he said.
Like, are you afraid that bugs are in things all the time? Is that like what you're worried about? Or,
like people eat bugs.
I thought he said I do want to
Not
eat bugs
here.
too for a minute. I
I
thought
thought that too at first. I was like, because I'm like, that's not the question that I asked.
But that might be rational. Is that rational or is that irrational? I don't want to eat bugs.
okay, so
Well, so
what-
some people though, they make like cricket flour and stuff like that. Like there's countries that it's normal, they just eat bugs.
That's fine. I'm not hating on that. Just not for me.
now
Not
now
gonna
could
eat
it be
the
a
bugs.
certain
Can't
like
gonna eat the bugs.
Could it be a certain scenario happening?
Like Fear
Like
Factor?
one of my no.
I mean, I
like,
know what I'm signing up at that point. Like that's my fault. But I'm not gonna eat the bugs. I don't think.
like something for me is like because we have stairs in my apartment, and one of my like what I consider to be an irrational fear is like
Keep
my
talking.
foot slipping. My foot slipping, like my heel when I step, and like slipping and then just tumbling down the stairs, or like even just falling on my ass and sliding down. I've done it before. It's very painful. It's not fun. Like, so every time I'm walking downstairs, I'm just like, and I hold on. I hold on to that. You know, if there's a rail, I'm holding on.
So you're looking an old person.
Gross.
Is what you're saying.
Dude, I'd give anything for one of those little seats that like
Yes.
take you up and down the stairs. Like those little motorized seats that you could sit in and just like press the button and you're just like I
You're
would
talking about the ones that go
Seats
up
are
like
real
your
good.
staircase?
yeah.
A chairlift.
Because like
Close.
kind of.
Ian.
Yo. Oh, is that a bug? You gonna? Well,
It's not
Those
pickled.
Those are
reason you
ants
didn't
inside
eat
of
it
a
yet.
lollipop.
Ooh, what's wrong with you?
yeah, see.
Do you like
Now
how I
Jared's
just
on my
had
side.
it on demand?
I mean, there's a reason you didn't eat it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to eat bugs.
It was gifted
get
to
me to
me.
eat the
It was
bugs.
in the other room. That's why I was like, I remember that I have this. Let me go grab
But
it.
no, stairs.
I got-
Stairs as a fear is kind of fair.
Is that because of obesity?
That's mine now.
No, like I was saying, for me, it's walking down them. It's the
So,
fact
hold
of
on.
like I could slip.
Can I? Because all right, two things. One, yes, because I have had a fear of falling downstairs. I'm not scared. I haven't like walked up to a staircase. Yeah, exactly. But I do have a fear of like falling. But so escalators though. I've seen
Yes.
too
Oh,
many
yeah.
videos of people getting like stuck in escalators.
Escalators is a fair one. Elevators too.
Because it'll like rip you apart.
Oh,
dog.
elevators like
Tell me there is not at least one time an elevator is kind of like bumped a little too hard and half a turd fell out.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
you know, you're just like,
a little bit of pee. You know, you're just like, and you're like,
I have
just
two.
like one quarter nugget. Just like,
I have two irrational fears. One, whenever I was a kid, I thought quicksand was going to be a much bigger problem
yeah.
than
John
it
Mulaney
ever
did a
is.
whole joke about
Bro.
that.
Life did not prepare us for that. Like, all the cartoons and stuff made it seem like this is something you really
Yeah,
need to know how
I
to
was
get on.
scared of my
Giant
life.
anvils falling from the sky,
Like I'd go to like.
Yeah. I've never seen an anvil in my life.
Me neither.
I've never seen a real anvil. Okay, but those they've
that's
been
my
out
conspiracy
here
theory. They
murking
don't
people.
exist. Okay,
No, I did see one. I have
I've
seen
never.
one. But like
Unless
most
it's
of
a
my
movie
life,
or a
I
cartoon,
went
I've
without
never
seeing
seen
one.
it, so it's a movie prop.
Mustard. Mustard is my irrational fear.
Like any type of mustard,
Any type
DJ
of-
mustard.
Yeah, just mustard. The song mustard.
Okay.
But no.
Like Kendrick Lamar, just yell
That's what I
mustard.
said. Like DJ,
DJ
mustard.
mustard.
No.
Yeah.
Yellow mustard is my biggest fear. It smells terrible. It tastes terrible. I don't know more if it's a fear.
Is that?
Anytime
I was
I'm
gonna
around,
say,
I
I
just
think
want
it
to.
sounds like a dislike.
I just
sounds-
gag. I just gag. Anytime I'm around it. Just I can't do it.
So I will
So does Cinderella when she
agree.
got to the
I
ball, but
hate
that's besides the point.
regular. I hate regular yellow mustard. We're going to disregard. But I do like spicy brown mustard. I will say that.
I hate all kinds of mustard too, Jared. I'm with you, bro. I don't like the smell. I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture.
Yeah, you're a Drake fan, so of course you don't like DJ mustard.
You.
Crispy, notoriously not from California. Ian, is there anything that you are afraid of, like that's irrational, like that type of stuff?
I don't know. I feel like maybe in
Other
my
than
head like
eating bugs.
watching my reflection in the mirror blink or like some weird shit like that, you know? Like that's always in my head for some reason. That'd be terrifying.
That. I don't know what I would do if
sometimes
that were
I
to
look
happen.
in the mirror and I'm just like,
Flinch at yourself to see if
dead-eyed
it goes
motherfucker.
with you.
Like,
Give him one of those.
Yeah, I've definitely done that before. Or I'm like,
Is that fear or is that self-loathing, Crispy?
I think it's psychosis.
Also, the fact that my camera like reframed at that point when I like it was like a Maury question, like, but let's get deeper into that. Like, is this because of your past? Are you really mad at your father for farting when he walked by?
We'll be right back.
Yeah, exactly. Are you still smelling it? Because we know, even though you indeed have smelt it, we for sure know who dealt it.
I can't.
We'll be back with the dealer after this. Coming in with the flyby and the drive-by. So
Escalators and elevators, yes.
Also space. Space is slightly frightening.
For sure.
You ever just look into the abyss of space and wonder about existence?
Yeah, that seems like rational.
I look at the moon and see the craters, and I'm just like, what the
I think it's
Yeah,
more
but,
the
like,
fear
okay.
of the unknown, you know?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, where I would say irrational is the fact that I'm like, is there going to be like an alien apocalypse like right now? Like, are aliens like, I'm just like, I look up and it's just like the deep expanse, and I'm like, just at any moment, we could just have like, boom, like
And one of these stars
Independence
could just
Day.
be a UFO.
I could be an alien.
Hey, UAP. I'm sorry. I
Oh, yeah.
apologize.
Sorry. Yep. WAP.
Close.
Yep. So that's something we could talk about too. So the fact that aliens aren't even aliens anymore, they're like interdimensional beings.
There's,
We
pe-
can't even have people from space anymore.
there's people offended that we call them
They
aliens.
take it all away. Well, no, like, so they're not like, so theoretically they could have always been here. Like, it's interdimensional. They're like four-dimensional, fifth-dimensional beings that exist like over us. But here, and I think I might have talked about this on the show, that I think ghosts could just be from another dimension. It could be like another dimensional being that we're seeing like a shadow of, because every dimension puts a shadow on the one before it, because our shadow is in 2D. A 2D shadow would be one dimensional. It'd be like a dot. So maybe we're seeing four-dimensional shadows.
I'm not ready for that conversation.
Well, it just
That's
happened.
fucking wild. I never. Wow.
Hey, Crispy, look to the side again.
No, stop.
Irrational fears.
Yeah, my rational fear is that gross on the side of
Yeah.
Chris's head.
Crispy, let's talk about flying. Okay. So
Why?
our friend is going to be going on a plane ride very soon.
Plane ride
So
from
we
hell,
said we were
maybe.
going to discuss on this episode that, oh snap, I'm going for that. I see that, Ian. I see it. I'm going for it. Oh, I hate you. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Join the Discord if y'all want to play Sophie with us.
Yeah, exactly. He just dropped a G36. And yes, I do have it up on it at all times. So just trying to snake stuff. Nobody said snakes because that is a rational fear. No, you did say snakes. You're fine.
I was like,
said
that's my
snakes.
like
No.
actual number one.
I was like,
overall
that's a
fear.
rational fear.
Right.
Well, and also we didn't bring it up, but obviously there's another reason you're scared of snakes.
I don't,
Anyway,
You farted
what was
again?
that? Are you like wafting it away? Because you're like,
No, I did not fart, Ian. It was planes, okay? Because I'm going to be on a plane in 13 hours.
oh. No, I thought you were scared of snakes because the S. Because it's...
Pitch perfect.
Okay, moving on. So let's talk. Does anybody want to talk about plane crashes? Because Crispy's
I
going to
mean-
be flying. He's going to be on a plane, and he's going to be traveling via boat soon. So I mean, those are two things that we could talk about.
Right before we
made a
filmed.
joke.
Don't I have
It
like
was
the
half a
best
joke.
friends chat? Like,
We had half a. This isn't Twitch. Calm down. Okay.
I knew it'd
We,
make you
uh,
cringe though.
We kind of jokingly were like, we're gonna do an episode about plane crashes and about
Cruise
like
ship sinking.
cruise ship, going missing and stuff like that. But I don't have anything prepared for that. I just wanted to make mention of it.
I mean, literally about an hour before we filmed was the plane crash that just happened in Washington, D.C.
Actually tragic though. So like that is
Facts.
there's still a lot of information coming out about that. We're over here making fart jokes and stuff like that, but there is some real stuff happening. So I'm not one to be like thoughts and prayers because I feel like that's a very hollow thing, but for real, like that's hopefully everybody that can be saved will be saved, and it's a tragic accident. Still information coming out. Hopefully we don't have the same conversation a week from now. Hopefully, I hope, all I can say is that I truly hope you reach your final destination. That's what I'll say. I truly hope you reach your final destination.
And I hope you get to listen to Dust in the Wind, brother. But I hope.
That's right.
Like a dust in the wind.
We're gonna miss you, brother. Just for the few days, not for. Oh. Yeah. You'd with the fear and me with the calm. All right, this has been an episode of Scared.
No.
Ian's like, this is an experience. I don't know if I'll ever come back.
We brought in Ian because we needed a backup ginger for when Chris is no longer with us. So we wanted to.
My license says brown.
Your license is a liar, okay? Claim that gingerness, all right? It's like
I didn't even.
it's like
They
it's
didn't
like
even
our
ask. They just
Yep.
good friend of the podcast,
beard.
Alex.
No, they don't list that color.
Alex used to say he's a strawberry blonde, and I'm like,
How? No, not
that's
true.
not.
We need to have Alex on Scaranoia. We were just talking to him recently. We are gonna have him on. We didn't get an
I feel
episode
like he's
of what I
gonna
read this week.
cause me to have a lot of irrational fears with some of the stuff that he knows and talks about.
This
Like
needs
that
to be
man is so
th-
well knowledged.
This needs to be a podcast going forward, like how they have Protect Our Parks and stuff, which is random people, and we just talk about random stuff. Because this absolutely
down.
the scariest thing we talked about in this episode was your dad's fart. That was the scariest thing that we talked about.
I can't get over that.
But yeah. Does anybody got anything else to talk about? We talked for like 35 minutes about basically nothing.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be much more prepared next week when we talk about.
Hey,
When
I said we're getting an episode out this week. A bunch of stuff happened.
We did.
ended up not recording. There were multiple days we were going to. We weren't able to. It didn't happen. And this is supposed to come out tomorrow. So we're filming this literally like basically almost on Thursday. So if you're seeing this on Thursday, it is Thursday.
It is.
time right now.
Mine and Ian's
Yeah.
time out.
So I told him, we're getting an episode out, okay? It is what it is. You guys are hopefully still watching it and enjoying it. Ian was here. That is the highlight of my
I got a
night.
solid 3 hours I could talk about for One Piece. If anybody want, no, nobody. All right, fair.
What's One Piece?
Don't worry about it.
It's anime.
Ian, fun fact, at work, I was helping my client with something in his room, and I look up on his dresser, and lo and behold, a little mini statue of Luffy.
Yeah, it was
Luffy?
Luffy, you got
Luffy.
it.
Monkey
I
D.
will
Luffy.
say it was a very challenging watch through for Love on the Spectrum because literally everybody on there watched anime. So like watching it with my significant
Jared,
other,
are you okay?
she was just like. I would be like, oh look, it's Luffy, like like Dragon Ball Z, and then she'd be like, Do you need to be on the show? Like,
Well, I was just about to say, so I think,
did not
did
help.
you find out, Ian, that
What made
you
it worse?
are on the
We
spectrum?
watched Down for Love after all of them wrestling fans, every single one.
Bro, so
Which
that
I
is
was
a
like,
factual
oh,
thing.
like I know.
So
it was brutal.
That's going to be an episode of a different podcast. If you guys want to hear more about that,
Is that the only thing separating? Never mind.
I get teased constantly.
I have a lot. I do have a lot of stuff that I can talk about with that. Positive things, not negative things. Just before we get off here, positive things. This has been an episode of Scaranoia. This is a complete podcast.
I don't know if it was
you
another
listen
banger of
to.
an episode, but it was a
This
time.
was the best episode.
It's a
Hands down,
banger, brother.
100%.
Does it
This
get
is my
a-
favorite episode.
Does it get 5 big booms?
Boom, boom.
You know what, Chris?
Yeah.
We'll give you 5 big booms. If you get 1 big boom, we'll give you 5 big booms. Okay.
5 for 1.
We'll see you next week. Well, some of us will. Bye.